Towards Palace, excuse me. So bomb plant is probably all that W7M get away with in this one, unless Sadzin and Jay-Z just go absolutely massive. This would be some round if they're able to pull it off. And Jay-Z now tucked in towards triple. The jump across, there's one. Can he get a second? No. You felt like you needed that one. There's a smoke to put on the bomb here. Sadzin has to be perfect with the spray. Nade lands in. Doesn't even get a chance to react onto it. David who shuts him down, levels this game up. W7M now have a situation on their hands in terms of a lot of players can't buy premium rifles. That was a complete and utter shutdown despite the two lads making a good go of it.
Yeah, now you realize that Red Canids will probably try and be a little bit more proactive on that defense and take the map control. So a decision to be made. You probably go for another investment here because of obviously the lack of money still for the Red Canids after picking up just one round. You've been going through just exchanging blows for the last 4 or 5 rounds. So it is worth it to send it again. You do have the money, but now you either need to cover something really quick off of spawn, or just spread around really nicely and play the default and wait to see where that aggressive play is going to come in next. And looking at some of the pistols in the mix, I feel like your only option could be just a set piece play early on. Just go for something dedicated. It's going to be the quick A smokes and a rush through Palace.
You're already smoked off though. Counter util is there. HE doesn't even do anything at all. Good molly though. Flashes, they try and get out Palace. A little bit of a traffic jam. They bump into each other and Venom Zero is just going to gobble up those kills with ease. David falls after getting one, but Venom Zero, that round is on him. Definitely the MVP for sure. It's a great hold. The call doesn't work out. And the counter utility just making it impossible for W7M to get anything there.
Absolutely impeccable by Venom Zero. Look at the way that he's able to just get every single one of those kills so cleanly. Yes, you can make an argument. Those were fights in which the spacing wasn't perfect. No one was actually looking at him straight away, but he's just getting the instant headshot on every single one of them going out, and he had plenty of time to reset in between kills as well. W7M could have been a little bit cleaner on the execution, but Venom Zero just punishes them massively.
Yeah, even with them not bumping into each other, I still think they're going to fall into the same fate. You're running through a smoke.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued for a moment.
Some damage done. I mean,
It's
you
a
still have the
2v3.
rifles. You still have the rifles in the server, and unless Stormson lands an instant headshot onto Davey, it should be alright. Wasn't far away, but not close enough, and Davey actually closes things out with the nade on top of Zadie. So no chance for that second Deke to get into a fight. That's 11 on the board for the Red Canids. 3 in a row now on that CT side. It's been looking quite nice.
That's what I love about this sometimes, is that you just get to see a nade. Perfect trajectory. You get to see the blue line behind it, or the orange line behind it, and it just lands perfect. A perfect pass. Now what's the perfect call for W7M? Been unsuccessful in their last 3 rounds. Have only managed to get onto a bomb site and get a bomb down 3 times in this half. But usually when you do get onto a bomb site and you get it down, it goes off.
That might be another B split in the works. Early nades in towards middle. Ooh, wayward shot. Actually connects, but doesn't do the damage. It was through a wall there, so Stormson just gets alerted of the presence of the AVP. Doesn't get ultimately punished, but once again, you can just see how proactive the Red Canids want to be towards those bomb sites. I'm not going to be surprised if that's another double push in towards the round. This time, it's a little bit later on. W7M will be able to trigger that B play.
Yeah, Nathan gets that molly down. Oh, the jump across from Fokio trying to bait out the shots. This could be perfect. Destiny, they know he's towards the apartments. And it's only a matter of time before he's out of bullets. And spray it down, spam down, taken down. What a call this is, and what a round. A response when they needed it most. They look like they're down and out of these games. And then all of a sudden, they just pull a rabbit out of a hat. They make it competitive again. They get me excited again. 11-10. W7M are not done.
Not just yet. They just throw in the exact same smokes towards middle, but they just wait. Don't do anything. Wait for the first peak, and then it feels like they just explode onto the bomb side, picking up multiple fights, multiple different positions as well, and just winning every single one of them. Catching the CTs fully by surprise. Back to middle we go. And this time, the Red Cannons will challenge. This time, they're not letting them get away without comfort in towards the middle part of the map. And Destiny will drop focus. Stormson was thinking about going for a fight. Actually, a lucky man to fall back because there was an AVP on the other side of this. Now they've lost focus. And everyone's just disappeared. Cartel still thinking about going for the peak. Actually, this is his teammate in the meantime. That's going to set up the bait really nicely. But JC's not giving him the fight.
Oh, David, this needs to be so careful. Good thing you walked back. You could have gone down there for free. Smoke towards top con. W7M, they don't have the bomb up on short just yet. Actually, they do, excuse me. So this could be the B split here. Do they know about Hard's position? They're going to hard clear him. They're going to go look for him. The op's going to be seen now. Hard's out just trying to play his life, but he'll do even better than that. He'll collect the double. David is traded out. Knighton still locking down the B apartments. Jay-Z is extremely low. Stormson, as soon as he walks out, Knighton's going to take his time, line it up, hit the shot. And a 2 HP clutch on the cards with 35 seconds is never going to happen. Jay-Z is going to concede this one. Tucks himself in a corner. You get a lot of time to talk about this one if you're W7M. You've 20 seconds to just discuss what is the plan of attack for this next round. Because Red Cannons have made a perfect adjustment to get themselves onto 12.
Yeah, all you needed was that extra player in towards short, right? They've been going for so many splits through short in towards that B bomb site. And I feel like the one counter that they had, the double push towards Ram and the extra rotations, you just realize that W7M really need to take their time to enable you to go for that type of a play. So you just take it one step further. You make sure that you just isolate middle. You get all those kills, and even if you end up losing a bomb side after the fact, you can just go for the man advantage or the 2-man advantage retake. They just focused on that. Hardzao, there was such a massive bait for his position. They were never aware. I mean, they were trying to clear it out, but it's one thing to know on paper he could be there, an entirely different thing to know for sure. And we just saw the difference. He was able to isolate those fights really nicely. The moment that he drops the AWP, the round was pretty much over. The final tactical timeout comes in for W7M. A couple more seconds to talk about it. And then we're back to the swing of things. Red Can is just one round away from playoffs, and they will have 2 chances to guarantee themselves a spot in the knockout stage. All they need to do is 5 kills. That's it. All that's standing between them and topping their group. And there goes shot number 1.
Line up. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Venom Zero. Oh no, they're near spray transfer. If you got all 3 there, I would have lost my damn mind. But this round is still competitive because he does fall. I like that though. Red Cannons, they're not giving up map control at all for free. In fact, they're just getting aggressive, taking these fights. W7M, however, are at least ready to trade and go 1 for 1, blow for blow. That's not going to work. They need to try and get into a favourable fight where B, where you're walking into, is going to be exactly that. This is a 1 versus 3, but a 1v2 now. As Hard's out, trying to hold on, looking for a double, and he stopped both of them in their tracks. Jay-Z is yet to make his move out. Gun switch coming in. Jay-Z going looking down, and Hard's out does not need any support. He's going to send Red Cannons to the playoffs himself.
what a phenomenal play by Harzao. A triple kill to take it over the line. And Red Canids is the second team to make its way into the playoffs of the Res LATAM, the second edition. Case did it earlier today after taking down the Sharks. Well, for the Red Canids, it was a little bit tougher. They were maybe hoping to make it work into, especially after picking up that first map. They weren't able to do so, but here on Mirage, especially towards the end, they were able to establish themselves as I wanted to say the better team. It's by a really thin margin. That was one of the closest games we've seen in the tournament so far.
For sure, man. That was a really, really close game. I think Red Canids still were the better team throughout. W7M, they had to battle back and fight back for that overpass, to be honest. I thought Red Canids should have closed it out there. It just came down to that round on B where all of a sudden W7M were able to cause enough chaos, catch a few people off guard, that really just reset the money completely, and they were able to get it done. But I don't want to take anything away from them either, right? I mean, it was a really competitive game. W7M definitely showed that they are a team not to be trifled with, and they set up a really interesting game in that lower bracket, in that deciding game where they will take on Team Solid, a rematch. They've already taken them down. They just need to do it again, and they'll be in the playoffs too.
Yeah, absolutely. Red Canids making their way into the playoffs. Couldn't do so last time around, of course, but W7M dropping in that lower bracket, which means that we're going to get a W7M Team Solid rematch in that elimination game. The first time, it was fairly close, went all the way, and W7M barely were able to get the victory. So, it is a little bit disappointing from their perspective because they were that close on the third and final map. They put up a pretty decent fight, and now they're up against another team that might realistically beat them. So, yeah, I mean, nothing's free. We're not giving away free spots for those playoffs, man. It just feels like the groups are too stacked for that.
They are indeed. Sadly though, Ted, that is all that we do have time for today. Looking forward to tomorrow. We've got some really interesting matchups. I don't know if we do have a graphic or not, but we've got Odic taking on La Ruganeta. We've got Flamingo taking on Furia Academy. I believe both of those are elimination games to start the day off. And then we've got some more winners matches. Glory's taking on MIBR, and then Adalia Migos taking on the Argentinian Bestia. So really, really intriguing games. We're going to be pretty much rounding off the groups, bar the deciding games that will be taking place just a little bit after, I believe on the next day. But yeah, man, it's really, really shaping up into a really intriguing event.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely. And I mean, I thought that there was it was absolutely impossible to topple the first one. Well, the second one so far is delivered on multiple occasions. We've seen the champions of Fluxo get knocked down in that elimination bracket, and they will be playing up against the Sharks for a spot in the playoffs. Case qualifying straight away, the Red Canids qualifying straight away. MIBR tomorrow will get a chance to qualify for the playoffs. This one has been all over the place, and we've enjoyed every single second of it, and we're sure that you've been enjoying every single second of it as well, ladies and gents. With that, though, we wanted to thank you for staying up late with us once again, especially if you're European. If you're European and you're still watching, you're a top G. You know that. You're a real one. With that being said, though, we're going to have to tell you good night and get to bed because it is around 2-3 a.m. for us here. And we actually have to sleep. So thank you, Jack, for joining me today on that cast. Thank you to everyone in production. Thank you, everyone, for being with us. We'll see you tomorrow for some more crazy South American action.
One chance. One dream. One match. One energy. One fight. One aim. One action. One hope. One expert.